Also, Erik and Lyle Menendez, they're set to make their case for release before a parole board starting tomorrow. That makes it the closest that the two have been to winning their freedom after spending nearly 30 years in prison for the murder of their parents. Now, the brothers were sentenced in 1996 to life in prison for fatally shooting their father, Jose, and their mother, Kitty, in their Beverly Hills home. It happened in 1989. For more, I want to bring in ABC News' Alex Stone. So, we've had this marked on the calendar now for quite some time here. And what is the key thing that they have to prove to the parole board, do you think, to try to get this granted?
The key question is, do they pose an unreasonable risk to society? And they are going to come in and say, look at all the painting projects that we've done at the prison, and we've helped elderly, and we've done all these good things. We've gone to college. One's gotten married. It's going to be all of these things that they've done. But if they were to get out, would they pose a risk to society? We know that the parole board that we heard in court a couple of months ago, they have a report saying that they would not be a zero risk, they would be a moderate risk. They may look at that, but would they pose a risk?
So not none, but moderate. I also think with this case, Alex, there seems to be this idea of immediacy all the time, but that's not really the case. If they're granted parole tomorrow, it's not like they're going to walk out.
It will not be immediate. They may get parole tomorrow. Well, it would be Erik and then Lyle on Friday. They may get on the respective days. They may get parole, but it then goes to attorneys for the state, 120 days that those attorneys have, and then the governor would have 30 days. And the governor can come in and veto this. And the governor has vetoed high-profile names before, Sirhan, one of the Manson followers for a while he vetoed. So they can come in and say they believe that they should get parole, and he could say no.
It seems publicly that the brothers really do have a tremendous amount of family support, wanting their release. There was the one dissenting family member for a little while. What do we know about all that?
Yeah, and he passed away. Right. He's no longer there. So family members are going to be part of this. They are going to speak during the hearing tomorrow. But they're in an interesting situation. They're the victim's family, but they're also their family and pushing for their release. And then you got the DA on the other side who's saying, do not release them, that they are a risk to the public, that they have lied through all of this, that they have never come clean. The parole board members are going to listen to all of that. So these are all going to be parts of the argument. And then when we talk about the governor, if he's going to run for president, he says he's not, but if he does he want to be the governor who released the Menendez brothers? Maybe not yet. It would be up to him.
And that brings us back sort of to the beginning of all of this, of the former district attorney, George Gascon, saying this was not politically motivated decision. We have a new district attorney here, Nathan Hochman. Do we know anything about his role in this? Might he show up? Do we have any idea?
Gascon or Hochman? Yeah, Hochman. And Hochman may show up. Yeah. His office will be making the arguments against the release. Yeah. He has a tendency in these hearings, in the court hearings, to show up and do it. Chula Vista is a long way away. That's, a good, right now with traffic, 4-hour drive away from where we are here in L.A. Does he want to make that trip down there tomorrow? He might. He, in some of the court hearings, would just randomly show up. So he may be there. But politics comes into all of this on both sides. And with the governor getting involved, there is politics involved.
Wow, this will be absolutely fascinating. And I know that you'll be covering it for us,
We'll be there tomorrow.
Stone. Thank you very much.